Hello students, this is Lakshmi Jai and today we are going to learn about electronic configuration. In our previous video, Basic Structure of Atom, we saw what are the subatomic particles in an atom and how they are placed in an atom. In this video, we will have a quick recap of that. Also, we will learn about 2n square rule, duplet rule, octet rule, and configuration of argon and potassium as example. Structure of an atom. We know that an atom is made up of subatomic particles such as electron, neutron and proton. In this neutron and proton is present at the center of the atom and this region is called as nucleus. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in parts called orbit or shell. This orbit or shell has a certain amount of energy associated with them. The first orbit is also known as K shell, the second orbit is also known as L shell, third as M, fourth as N, and so on. Now let's learn how the electrons are distributed in this orbit or shell. For that we have to learn 2n squared rule. Earlier I said that the K shell has orbit number 1. In 2n square rule, the n denotes the number of the orbit. So according to 2n squared rule, the K shell can have a maximum of 2 into 1 into 1, that is 2 electrons. The L shell has orbit number 2. It can have a maximum of 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8 electrons. Like this, Mn has 18, 32 electrons respectively, and this will continue. Once we know how many electrons a shell can have, we can start distributing the electrons in the orbits or parts. Let's see how. Take the example of carbon. It has 6 electrons. 2 electrons goes to the K shell. The remaining 4 electrons are placed in the L shell. So it will have an electronic configuration 2, 4. The outermost shell of an atom is called valence shell and the electron present in it are called valence electrons. So according to the 2n square rule, K shell can have a maximum of 2 electron, L shell a maximum of 8 electron, M shell can have a maximum of 18, N 32 and so on. Duplet rule. According to the duplet rule, if the valence shell is K shell and if it has 2 electrons, then the atom is stable. So the duplet rule as well as the octet rule helps us to understand whether the atom is stable or not. Now why we need to know the atom is stable or not? If the atom is stable, it does not have a tendency to take part in chemical reaction. If the atom is not stable, then it will take part in chemical reaction. Now let's understand this with an example. Hydrogen atom has only 1 electron. It is placed in the K shell. But according to the duplet rule, if K shell is a valence shell, it has to have 2 electrons to be stable. So hydrogen is not stable and it will take part in chemical reaction. Now let's see the example of helium. It has 2 electrons. These 2 electrons are placed in the K shell. So according to duplet rule, helium is stable. That is why helium does not take part in chemical reaction and come under noble gas. The next rule which we are going to see is the octet rule. According to the octet rule, any other shell except K shell becomes a valence shell, then it has to have 8 electrons to become stable. Let's understand this with the help of neon. Neon has 10 electrons. 2 electrons are placed in the K shell and the remaining 8 electrons are placed in the L shell. Since L shell is a valence shell and has 8 electrons, neon is stable. This explains why neon does not take part in chemical reaction and is a noble gas. Now let's understand how to distribute the electrons in an atom with the help of argon. Argon has 18 electrons. I am using these blue spheres to represent an electron. The first 2 electrons goes to the K shell. Now I have to place 8 electrons in the L shell. Now I have 8 more electrons. This goes to the N shell. Since N shell is the outermost shell and has 8 electrons, argon is stable. Now let's take the example of potassium. Potassium has 19 electrons. I am going to place 2 electrons in the K shell, 8 electrons in the L shell. Now I will place 8 electrons in the M shell. So right now one more electron is remaining. According to 2n square rule, the M shell can occupy this one more electron. But according to octet rule, the valence shell can only have up to 8 electrons. So I cannot place this one electron in M shell, but I have to place it in N shell. To understand it more deeply, when a potassium takes part in chemical reaction, this electron is used to make bonding, and M shell becomes the outermost shell. At that time, for the potassium to become stable, it should have 8 electrons. So, till the outermost shell have 8 electron, penultimate shell, which is the one shell inside to the valence shell, cannot be more than 8 electron. That is why the electronic configuration of potassium is 2881 and not 289. To summarize what we have learned today, the maximum number of electrons in an orbit n is 2n square. Valence shell means the outermost orbit of an atom. Duplet rule states that valence shell is K shell, and if it has 2 electrons, then the atom is stable. And octet rule states that if the valence shell is other than K shell and has 8 electrons, then the atom is stable. And the electronic configuration helps us to understand how the electrons are distributed in an atom. That's all for today. Please click like if you find this video useful, and please do share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.